Good morning children. I welcome you all to the next video of class 11th accountancy. We have started with the second chapter and this is part 3 of second chapter. We are going to start with the new accounting terms. First we are going to talk about trade payables. So what are trade payables? Trade payable is the amount payable on account of goods purchased or services taken in the normal course of business. Trade payables include creditors and BP, as we have talked about trade receivables. In that we have talked about debtors and DR. So in trade payables we are going to talk about creditors and BP. So first of all we are going to talk about creditors. Who are creditors? The term creditors represent those persons or firm from whom goods have been purchased or services procured on credit and payment has not been made to them. Some money is still owing to them. For example, if goods worth 50,000 are purchased from Govind on credit, he will continue to remain the creditor of the firm so long as the full payment is not made to him. Then we are going to talk about bills payable. What are bills payable? A bill of exchange becomes bill payable for the person who accepts it, that is drawee, and return it to the drawer. Thus, bills payable is an accounting term for bills of exchange accepted in favor of the creditors. The total amount specified in such a bill is payable at a future date. The date is also mentioned in it. Then next term is goods. What is goods? Goods includes all those things which are purchased for resale or which are used for procuring the finished products which are also meant to be sold. Thus, for a furniture dealer, purchase of chairs and table is termed as goods, while the other it is furniture and it is termed as an asset. Similarly, for a stationery trader, stationery is good, whereas for others it is a expense. This I have already explained you earlier. Then move on to cost. What is cost? Cost can be termed as the amount of resources given up in exchange for some goods and services. The resources given up are money or money equivalent expressed in terms of money. The Chartered Institute of Management Accounts, London, has defined the term of cost as cost is the amount of expenditure that is actual or notional incurred or attributable to a specified thing or activity. The specific thing or activity may be a product, service or any activity. Now move on to vouchers. What are voucher? A voucher is a document which provides the authorization to pay and on the basis of which the business transactions are first of all recorded in the books of account. A separate voucher is prepared for each transaction and it specifies the account to be debited or credited. The form of a voucher varies from firm to firm since vouchers are printed separately by different firms in their own names. So vouchers are prepared by accountants and each voucher is numbered and countersigned by the authorized person of the firm. Now we are going to move ahead to discount. It is a rebate or an allowance given by the seller to the buyer. It is of two types. One is trade discount and the second is cash discount. So first we are going to talk about trade discount. What is trade discount? When discount is allowed by a seller to its customer at a fixed percentage on the list or catalog price of the good, it is called trade discount. It is not recorded in the books of account as it is deducted in the invoice or cash memo itself from the gross value of goods. Now move on to cash discount. What is cash discount? When discount is allowed to the customers for making prompt payment, it is called cash discount. For example, if a seller allows 2% discount for payment within a week, it will be called cash discount. It is allowed or always recorded in the books of accounts. Next is goods and service tax, GST. We are going to study this separately as a chapter also, and in that we are going to do all the calculations of GST also. Right now first we need to know what is GST or goods and service tax. All the indirect taxes like excise duty, sales tax, VAT, service tax, etc. are being merged into a single tax that is known as GST. GST is paid at the time of purchase and GST is collected at the time of sales. Now there are some other important accounting terms also which you need to know. So in them, first of all, we are going to talk about entry. What is an entry? When a transaction or event is recorded in the books of account, it is called an entry. First of all, we are going to do all the entries that will be known as journal entries later on. Then what is bad debts? It is the amount that has become irrecoverable from a debtor. It is the business loss and is debited to profit and loss account as an expense. Bad debts are the amounts which we are unable to recover from debtors. Then insolvent. Who is insolvent? A person or an enterprise which is not in a position to pay its debts is called insolvent. Then we are going to talk about solvent. A person or an enterprise which is in the position to pay its debt is called solvent. Then we are going to talk about stores. The term stores is used to donate material held by an enterprise for the purpose of consumption in the business and not for resale. Examples are duplicate spare parts of the machinery, packing material, etc. Then revenue. What is revenue? Revenue in accounting means the income of a recurring nature, that is regular nature from any source. It consists of amount received from sale of goods and from service provided to customers. Then it also includes receipt of rent, commission, dividend, interest, etc. Revenue is related with the day-to-day affairs of the business and should also be regular in nature. As such, the amount of capital introduced by the proprietor or borrowing loan is not revenue. Then revenue from operations. What are they? It is the revenue earned by an enterprise from its operating activities. It includes revenue from sale of goods and revenue from sale of services also. Move ahead to the next term, that is entity. An entity or a business is known as, means an economic unit which is formed for earning income by providing services or selling of goods. For example, LG Electronics, Wipro, Maruti Suzuki, etc. These are known as entity. Then we move ahead to the next term, that is known as turnover. What is turnover? Turnover means total sales made in a particular period. Then livestock. What is livestock? Livestock is domestic animals such as cattle or horses are known as livestock. Then we come to the next term, that is investment. Investment are also known as the assets, and investments also refers to deployment of funds in the shares or debentures of the company with the intention of earning a return. So we have covered these many terms in this chapter. This was the entire chapter we have concluded in this video. You are going to prepare the notes regarding these terms, and then in the next video we are going to move ahead with the next chapter and the next topic. Up till then, goodbye children.